Hi Sandy, welcome to Endeavour.
Hello, how are
Thanks for
you?
coming in. I'm just going to start with some housekeeping if that's okay with you. So, have you ever seen a nutritionist before?
No.
No? Okay, well, I'll just quickly explain what we do and how we go about doing it. So, we work with a holistic view of the body, which basically means that we work with your body as a whole, and all of the systems within your body are interrelated. So, I might ask some questions that might not seem completely relevant to the reason that you come in today, but rest assured that there is a method behind the questions that I'm going to ask so that we get a really good view of what's happening in your body and helps us to put together a treatment plan that's suitable for you to help with your the reason that you're coming in today. So anything that you discuss with me today is confidential unless I believe that yourself or someone else is at risk of harm. Um, and apart from that, we can pretty much get on with the consultation. So, what's brought you in today?
I'm always tired
So you
and
have
fed up.
okay. So you've got ongoing fatigue.
Yes.
All right. So what I'm going to do is start by asking you a few questions. Um, okay. So when did the fatigue start?
I've had it most of my life.
And may I ask if you eat animal products or animal foods?
I eat a lot of chicken.
Okay. So if on a scale of 1 to 10, if 0 was absolutely no energy at all and 10 was the most energy, well, a lot of energy, where do you think you would scale yourself on average?
Probably 5, 6.
And in your own understanding, do you have any thoughts about why this might be occurring?
No, not really.
Okay, so what I'll do now is I'm going to ask you a few questions about your anthropometrics. So that's your weight, height, and from there I calculate your BMI as well, and that helps us to work out what sort of energy you should be consuming to make sure that you're getting the right amount of food in your diet to be able to make the energy that you need. And then also, we can look at the amount of protein that you're taking in as well that's suitable for your body. So, what is your current weight? Do you know?
That's 62 kilos.
And have you had any weight loss or increase recently?
No.
And what's your height?
163 centimetres.
Have you had any recent pathology done that shows perhaps your iron or your thyroid
I had some done about a month ago.
a month ago. Okay, so where are we
Right,
now? It's the 25th.
The doctor didn't mention anything was unforeseen or different.
Okay, so no mention of abnormal pathology results. Are you currently taking any medications or supplements?
I take fluoxetine.
Fluoxetine. And what's the dosage of that? Do you know?
1 tablet a day, 20 milligrams.
Okay. And any supplements?
No, not at the moment.
Right. Do you have any allergies or intolerances?
I'm celiac.
Okay. Anything else?
Did you need like penicillin?
Yeah, that would be good to
Penicillin
know.
and salt. And I find if I have too much dairy, I don't feel too well.
So perhaps more of an intolerance than an allergy?
Yes.
Okay. Are you pregnant or trying to conceive? And is there any relevant medical history that we should know about? So any broken bones, trips to hospital, major surgeries, bouts of antibiotics?
I had breast cancer in 2009, November 2009, and I had a left mastectomy. And in the middle of 2010, I had implants put in.
In both breasts or just
Yes.
one?
And in 2015, one of them had to be replaced because it was a hematoma. The left one, no, the right one had to be replaced.
So that hematoma was underneath the implant?
It was.
Okay. And have you done any overseas travel?
No.
And you were saying that about a month ago you went to the doctor for some tests for the pathology. Was that the last time that you've had a medical checkup?
Yes.
Was there any outstanding information that we should know from that?
No. They didn't say anything.
Okay. Do you happen to know what your normal BP is?
About 135 over 75.
Okay. Now, from looking at your nails, I can see that there's no real spots or they don't look very brittle. And no clubbing of any sort. Do you have any troubles with hair thinning or
No.
and any breakouts on your skin, dry skin, oily skin?
My skin's dry.
I'm just going to ask a little bit about your family medical history, just to gauge on whether there's any genetic factors that we need to take into consideration. So was there anything that we should know about your mother's medical history?
She is has low thyroid.
Hypothyroid, is that the Hashimoto's or like the autoimmune thyroid or just low thyroid? Do you happen to know?
Don't know. Just low thyroid. She hasn't mentioned the other two. And when she was young, when I was younger, she always suffered from iron deficiency. She always took iron tablets, but she hasn't. As she's got bigger, she's was on blood pressure tablets, but I believe that was because of her thyroid medication. And she's not on that anymore.
And she's still currently living?
She is. She's 96.
And what about your father? Is there any medical
My
history that we should know about?
dad passed away when he was 70. He had one lung. I was 3. He went to hospital. He had heart problems. He had a bypass. He had a stroke. And he smoked.
Okay. Now I'm just going to ask a little bit about your average dietary intake. So when's usually the first time you have food in the day?
About 7:30, between 7:30 and 8.
And what do you usually eat?
I have an egg, and sometimes I have a piece of fruit or a piece of toast.
And the egg is boiled or scrambled?
Scrambled.
And you said toast, sorry?
Yes.
Is that right? Was that just one piece of toast?
Yes.
And what sort of toast do you have?
Gluten-free, wholemeal, or grain.
Any tea or coffee?
Yes, I have 1 cup of coffee usually in the morning with almond milk.
Is that made at home with a dash of almond milk, or do you buy it out where it's quite a lot of almond milk?
Put quite a bit of almond milk. It would probably be a quarter almond milk.
So a quarter of a cup?
Yes. And I have at least 6 cups of tea a day
Okay.
with almond milk.
You must like tea. And was that just a dash of milk in your tea?
Yes.
And do you have any snacks mid-morning?
Usually, if it is, I'd have a corn cracker.
Is that the corn thin type? Yeah. And anything on that?
No.
And what about your lunch?
I either have some soup or
what type of soup would you have?
Just vegetable soup. Or salad with salmon, tin of salmon.
Is that just a small tin of salmon?
Yes. And spinach leaves. And usually an apple. And perhaps some corn thins.
Now just quickly going back to the soup, if it's vegetable soup, what sort of vegetables are in that?
Spinach, broccoli, sweet potato, carrot, anything that's in the fridge.
Okay. So you'd either have the soup or the salad?
Yes.
Great. And with the soup, if you were to say how much you have, perhaps in regard to cups, so you know the 250, do you do a lot of cooking? 250 ml measuring cup. How many of those would you have?
Probably 1.5 or 2.
And your salad, would you, if you had a bowl about this big here, in fact I'll grab a bowl now. So which of these bowls would you say you would have your salad in? That smaller one, 3/4 full. And the salad, is that just lettuce? Sorry, spinach leaves you said.
Spinach leaves, salmon usually, or tuna. Sometimes I put some grated carrot on it, or carved pear.
Or apple, you said as well, with some perhaps some corn thins. Okay, so that would be maybe about 2 cups of salad in there. 2 full cups of salad in that bowl with a bit of the protein there. And do you have anything in the afternoon for your snack?
Sometimes I have a piece of fruit.
Okay. What sort of fruit
Perhaps
do you
a
have?
piece of bread.
So what type of fruit do you have?
I have either a banana or an apple.
Just need to pause for a minute. Arlo, do you need something, love?
I just don't know how this goes on.
It's all right. How about Nanny helps you just for 1 minute? Okay.
Where is it? Up there.
There, but it just like goes there somewhere. Like,
What about that one?
there.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. So you either have some fruit, a banana or an apple, and a piece of bread, or instead of.
Probably instead of some with some mighty mite on it.
And that was the same gluten-free wholemeal,
Yes.
just 1 piece.
Yes.
Any butter or Nuttelex?
No.
And your dinner, what would you usually have for dinner?
I have chicken with vegetables, or a stew.
Is this stew with red meat or?
Usually chicken mince, but sometimes with red meat.
Okay. And the vegetables that you would use?
Sweet potato, carrot, always broccoli, and spinach leaves.
And if you were to use these bowls again, how much would you say would be filled with the vegetables?
About half.
So if we're having it up to here, about that much.
Yeah.
So I'll say about 1.5 cups of the veg. And how much chicken would you have? You can just use your fingers if you like. About a breast worth or a thigh?
Yeah. A couple of thighs.
And do you have anything after dinner?
Not usually. Sometimes I have a wheat bix. Some fruit on it.
1 wheat bix.
Yes.
And that would be gluten-free with fruit.
Yes.
And almond milk again?
Yes. Or almond and coconut.
And any other fluid that you have? So do you drink any water, juice, alcohol?
Yeah, I have probably at least 2 litres of water a day. So I have probably some alcohol once a fortnight. A couple of glasses on a Friday or Saturday.
And do you ever eat out?
No. Sometimes I have sushi, but not. No.
Okay. Are you okay, Arlo?
Yeah.
If you need help, feel free to just ask us, okay?
Um,
Do you have any cravings, any food cravings or aversions?
Sometimes I have chocolate and biscuits.
So sweet things?
Yes. But not a lot. And I have honey.
Okay. It's wonderful. I think I've got all the information there for your diet that we need. Do you partake in any physical activity?
I walk every day.
How long do you walk for?
At least 45 minutes.
And how is your sleep?
It used to be really bad, but it's not too bad. But I wake up 2 or 3 times a night to go to the toilet.
So what time do you go to bed usually?
About 9:30.
And what time do you wake up in the morning?
About either between 5:30 and 5:45 when the bus goes past.
Okay. And I'll just ask about your stress levels as well. So first of all, what do you do for a job?
I'm a dispense tech at a pharmacy.
Do you enjoy that?
Yes.
And do you do all your own cooking and shopping?
Yes, usually.
And do you live with anybody or live alone?
I live with my daughter
Mm-hmm.
and her children part-time.
Must be nice to have them around.
It is, it's beautiful.
And do you smoke?
No.
Take any recreational drugs?
No.
And just coming back to your stress levels. So if 0 was no stress and 10 was a lot of stress, where would you rate yourself on an average day?
Average day.
It can change. You can say
7.
7 out of 10 most days.
I don't know. I visit my mum in an aged care place. And that makes me stressed.
Okay.
When we're really busy at work, that's stressing. So sometimes that's really stressful.
Okay. Stressful when you're busy.
Like if I'm home, probably an 8.
Okay. 8 out of 10. I think we might need to introduce some stress relief in here somewhere. That might help as well. Okay, well, I think I have all the information that I need. So basically from now what we do is I'll just show you out into the waiting room, and it'll take about 20 minutes for me and my P2 and also supervisor to just come up with the treatment plan and what we think is best for you to be able to increase your energy levels. And then I'll invite you back in. We'll go through some strategies that we can put into place to be able to help you feel a bit better. And then we'll hopefully book in another consultation so that we can just gauge how you're going with that treatment plan and if we may need to make any changes. And are you open to having supplements? They can be an additional cost, but sometimes we can recommend them if we think that it's best for your treatment plan. So are you happy to include them in your treatment plan, or would you prefer not to?
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Okay. All right. So if you don't mind just waiting in the waiting room, I'll call you back in when we're ready with your treatment plan.
Okay, thank you.